Okay.
My dreams generally, I'm in the GSL finals and I'm ready to go. Up against Nestea to win the whole thing, and then oh no, I'm in my underwear.
You want to hear a dream I actually had the other day? I was in an airplane, and I landed on an island, and these islands were like really small. It was like Final Fantasy Islands or something, like very small. And they had roads. And I was trying to find a road long enough and flat enough for me to take off, and none of them were long enough. So I had to risk it going down one road, like that. I was probably going to hit the ocean before my plane actually took off in the air. Of course, I was a pilot.
Of course.
And then my baby cried and woke me up. Thank God.
Thank God. Baby saved your life. I've actually had...
Because when you die in a dream, you die in real life.
We all know that's true. In the upper right, we have our player. He is...
Started. Live.
And in the bottom of the left, one of the only Protoss players left. Let's see if he gets through. He is.
SK Telecom team, PartinG.
I have dreams. This, because it's interesting. We have a reoccurring dream, but I had first of all, my college experience was actually great. I loved my campus, all the people down there, all my friends.
Yeah.
But I would dream. I'm sorry. Okay, well, I guess I can still talk about this now because we have another pause. Okay, so...
It's funny, too. He's on the one computer that doesn't have Korean typing. We have one computer here that just doesn't have Korean installed.
He's trying to communicate to us, and it's just like... No, I have this dream that I'm, like, back on my college campus every once in a while, and I liked it because I was like, oh, like, this is nice. I'm back at school. But occasionally I have the dream now, and I'm like, oh, my God, am I back in school? I'm like, I got to get back to Korea. What am I doing here? Like, I think Code S is tomorrow. So that's been a reoccurring dream that has slowly not really become it's not like a nightmare, but you ever those dreams where it's like it's not pleasant, you're like uncomfortable?
Oh, yeah.
Like dreams you're like stuck in an elevator and you're trying to get to a floor, but it's
like
not
aliens are invading Earth and I'm in one of the last places that humans still are.
Well,
I know they're coming for me.
That's not an uncomfortable dream. That's called a nightmare.
Oh, well, I don't have uncomfortable dreams then. That's a tame nightmare for me, Taste.
Okay, all right.
My brain is full of demons.
you got some issues,
This
man.
is what happens when you played nothing but Macro Terran StarCraft 1 for 10 years, Tasteless. You become... My brain is, like, just full of evil things.
I'm sorry to hear that.
It's okay.
And
you're one of them.
I bet, man.
By the way, I'm going to make a bold prediction. That pylon's in the main base of PartinG. He's going to do the trickiest fake-out Immortal push that he did against Violet on this map in the Blizzard Cup.
Oh, you know what? I think
he's gonna. Right. It's gonna be the sickest trick.
Here we had a shot of the Golem Wizard. That's what we call him, Golem Wizard. He always goes in there and
casts a magic spell.
Yeah, he casts a spell. And basically everything.
What do you like, the word wizard or sorcerer more?
Sorcerer.
Is it because when you think of wizard, it's like the hat goes up and then it folds over and goes like that, and it's like a clown?
Yeah. It's kind of like...
Wizards have a bad rap.
No, well, they kind of asking for it, man. Get your ass kicked wearing a hat like
Wizard, I'm like, rhymes with lizard, you idiot.
But you had a tough time in school,
Jeez.
Wizard.
Wizard the lizard. He's like, I don't know.
No, Sorcerer is definitely cooler.
Did you watch Mr. Wizard as a child? Scientist guy?
No.
Oh, you missed
I watched Bill Nye the Science Guy.
No, not me.
You didn't watch Bill Nye?
No,
Bill Nye,
Wizard.
Bill Nye, that was a good show.
Mr. Wizard would headbutt Bill Nye to death, okay? This is like
I don't know if that means he knows more about science, but...
Well, it's because his brain is so full of facts, you just break right through the skull.
It's just heavier?
Yeah, man. Obviously.
Bring that guy to a hat store. He has a hard time. What is the problem? Do we know?
It's sound. Sound issue with life. It shouldn't be a big deal. Worst case scenario, restart. They can't tell what each other did so far.
Yeah. So everything should be fine.
But yeah. It's actually really funny. If life studied it, you could look at the score and say that PartinG's not scouting you.
By the way, can I just point out we're pretty good at killing time here. Did you see the Super Bowl where the power actually went out?
No.
Those guys sucked. The commentators just like, well, I don't know what to do.
They
would not. Yeah, they were noobs, dude.
Well, that's because they don't. Well, that's the thing. That was their first time dealing with. What was that speech you had about the vehicle of esports. That was the first time that they dealt with the vehicle of electronics screwing everything up.
Yeah, the vehicle of lighting in a stadium.
They should have put us in there.
I'm like, I mean, I would have been there. I'm like, guys, I mean, if they can't see the ball in the air, they can't catch it. And that's why we're going to have to wait.
The problem is, actually, this is funny because NFL.com actually contacted me, and he's like, do you guys want to cast the Super Bowl? And I was like, who's playing? And he said these 2 teams, and I'm like, I haven't even heard of these guys.
I know.
Where are these?
I'm like, well,
are they Korean players?
How many Codes players do they have?
He's like, what's Codes? And I just hung up the phone, Tasteless.
Yeah. You actually took the cell phone and just pulled the batteries out?
Well, I was checking my email on the phone, and I shut it off.
There you go.
Never emailed them back.
All right. Wow.
Yeah.
Now they know.
I'm not a sellout, Tasteless. I'm not going to cast something silly like the Super Bowl.
I cast the Super Bowl. That'd be so fun.
You wouldn't know what's going on.
I wouldn't talk about the game.
If you and I casted a sport, who would be the strategical caster? Do I know more about sports than you? I think I do.
Well,
I actually used to play sports.
Yeah, I never played sports. I skated, but then you skated too, so then you got me outmatched there. I think my job would basically be to sit there and look pretty. You know,
do that so well.
I do that so well. All right, we had to remake the game here, and I guess restarting the computer over there. I'm not sure.
Probably. Oh,
Stay
okay.
calm. I know nerds are so excited right now at home. They're like
partying.
They're like taking their toes and like making them a little fist, like whoa.
And then one of them gets a cramp and jumps up and hops
Yeah,
on
he
his
doesn't
rope.
know the SI. If they do that, you got to pull on your foot. You pull your foot up.
You pull your foot up. That's true.
Yeah.
And you also walking on it can help too if you can't pull
You
your
ever
foot up.
pulled a cramp in your foot while you're having sex? That's terrible.
I was once scuba diving like 50 meters underwater.
Oh, that would be so bad.
And I got a cramp in my foot, and my eyes went like this, and my scuba instructor swam over and fixed it for me really quick. I was certain that I was going to die.
That's a good scuba instructor. When you're like,
oh, he was the best.
Like this, and he's like, cramp foot.
Yeah.
Light is now in the game.
You know what's funny about underwater, by the way? I have to say, like, it magnifies everything, so everything looks a lot bigger. I thought my scuba instructor was bigger than me while I was underwater. And then I looked at a picture of me and him on land because I, like, took a picture with him before I left. And I was literally twice as big as him. So underwater, I had to look like a whale.
Turns out you were actually being taught, like, yeah, you probably looked huge.
I was being taught by
actually Nemo from Finding Nemo. You're like, I think he's bigger than me. I'm like, no. That is the size of a goldfish. Okay, so
that's why I only had one little tiny fin, huh? Swimming in circles and stuff.
Did Nemo only have one fin? I didn't see Nemo.
He had one tiny fin and one big fin. You should watch Finding Nemo.
You can tell which animated features I've seen based off of when I was dating somebody, because that's what always happens. Is a girl always wants to watch like Up or something, and you're like, well, I mean,
I'm not going to watch Up. I heard it's sad.
No, it's very sweet actually, but
no, it's sad.
All right.
Don't lie to me, Tasteless. All right.
Are we? Okay, I think we're not introing these players, so we're just going to get right into this.
Mm-hmm.
So, now
Legend is not sure what to observe this early in the game because normally we just intro players. It's like, oh, there's the Overlord. Look, it's Drone's man and egg. Drone's in it.
I'm sorry, you got to talk again. I got to blow my nose. I'm leaking.
Okay, you do that. All right, so Tasteless blows his nose like he's trying to blow a horn to warn of the British invading.
Oh, yeah. Actually, I've been told, one of my friends growing up said, you know, I think when you blow your nose, that's about the most dangerous thing you do.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's a good point right there. Yeah, you put a lot of force into it. I feel like one day you're going to pop an artery and die from it.
That'd be a rough way to go.
No, that would be. Tasteless died by blowing his nose. Tasteless died the way that he lived, blowing his nose.
Blow his nose. Well, it looks like we're going to have, again, the same build here from PartinG, so he's not second-guessing himself.
Oh, no, that chrono boost was 1 second quicker, Tasteless. This is a completely different build.
This is chaos now. All right, we got a spawning pool coming down here.
Yeah. This should
everything's
be
very ordinary right now.
Now, PartinG did do a really cool Forge and Main, tricky build against Violet on this map during Blizzard Cup. I think this is a good thing for him to pull out. He doesn't even necessarily have to do it, but this is probably the best map, for Forge in the main. Between the placement of the watchtower, the travel distances, the size of the choke, just the layout of everything, this map is like really, really, really good for Forge in the main. It's just, it all works out supremely well.
Supremely well.
Supremely.
Artosis, you know where my pitcher of thermos of hot water just went?
No.
Did I lose that?
I think you lost it.
Oh, I think I left it in the break room.
Yeah. You're done. Well,
I dropped the ball.
that's okay.
Well,
it's called a fumble, Tasteless. See, this is why I would
That's why you'd be the sports guy, yeah.
Strategical guy in the sportscast.
All right. You got a Forge finished, and cannons are going to come up here.
Yeah. Everything just as you would imagine. Of course, Life going to go down, take his third base. So this is going to go pretty standard, but it all comes down to what strategy is PartinG going to choose, because Life most likely is just going to play very reactive and see if he can't kill him.
Well, I'm also interested in seeing if we're going to see any more Hydra play here from Life. It's kind of cool that Wings of Liberty was still developing even into the last GSL.
Yeah.
You saw that cool Void Ray carrier build. That worked, man. That's why PartinG's here now. That could have been his last Wings of Liberty competitive game, but it's not.
Yeah. By the way, a lot of people have been asking lately, they want to know, how is Immortal Push going to fare in Heart of the Swarm? And my opinion is, under the current patch that Heart of the Swarm is in right now, when PartinG switches over, he's never going to lose a single PVZ. Because imagine, I mean, you just add in Time Warp to his Immortal Push, and suddenly you can't...
That's a really good point.
Like, you have 2 Time Warps with that instead of 1 more Sentry. Oh my god. Like, that is so frightening.
All right, we're going to see if he's going to plant that down here now.
Yeah, he's definitely going for it, I would say. That pylon placement, I would say so, Tasteless.
All right. And here, okay, so it's going to be an Immortal Sentry. I mean, this is PartinG basically saying, nope, I want to win. I don't care.
Yeah.
I don't care if the strategy's redundant.
He's done trying to make fans happy. Now it's time to make his wallet happy.
He does not care about that. One guy on Team Liquid was like, I just hate it that he always does that. It's like, well, PartinG doesn't care about you.
PartinG wants to win.
PartinG wants to win money and get a lot of prestige.
This is the build he's best at. You know, I think he has that Forge on the left side on purpose, because he could have put that anywhere behind his minerals. But when he played against Violet, Violet like scouted really quickly, and he started +1 to make it look like he was not going for it, because if you start +1 really quickly, then you're not going Immortal Push. What? No. Okay, this is an Immortal Push. Let's talk about what this could be. It could be some terrible Colossus build, but I think it could be a Speed War Prism as well.
I was going to say, it's probably not a Colossus build.
I would think that this is going to be Speed War Prism, right?
Well, I don't think there's a Colossus build where you just get one Colossus out, and they're like, Roaches are like, LOL, and they just kill it.
Remember, like, 2 years ago when you go 2-base Colossus and attack Zerg and they die? Yeah.
That was also back when there was that special strategy called make 2 barracks against Protoss and then cross your fingers and stim up his ramp and hope he doesn't force field.
Yeah, it's a similar time era. So he does lose that Stalker, which is actually a surprisingly big deal. That's a very sloppy moment. And yeah, he's going up to 5 gates, and that is a Colossus. You know what?
What?
No, I don't understand that. We have seen a few people try something similar to this in the last 6 months. I've seen it one time, I think.
Okay.
I think I've seen it one time in the last 6 to 8 months, and it did not work. It absolutely did not. In fact, I think it might have been longer than that ago. I think it was on Atlantis spaceship I saw this build.
In his defense, I mean, if he doesn't know this is coming, he might just be completely caught off guard and have the wrong unit composition, you know?
That is so true, and in fact, he's going Hydra, and this is what Life did against him before. So PartinG may be thinking on his feet.
He's a hard counter.
Yeah, he's blind countering what Life is going to do to him to blind counter him, because neither of them have actually scouted what each other is doing. So this is a blind counter to the blind counter. Pretty sick. But Life's played...
the blind countering the blind, as they say.
Yes. Yes, that is it. Wow. This is going to be wild, man.
He's going to push. Oh, careful.
I would not be attacking that with Colossus.
Attack that Overlord can see it.
Yeah, so true. I don't think he did, but that's still scary.
Well, he has 11 Hydras.
Is he going to wait till 3 Colossus? No, he's going to 2.
You got to go 2. That's what Thermal Lance finishes.
Yeah. Okay, so he's going for it, and instead of having those Immortals, which would do nothing against Ling Hydra, he now has Colossi, which obviously do very well against it. This could be crazy. Oh my God.
Yeah, I mean,
this is brilliance, man.
Well,
like,
this is a guy thinking on his feet. Oh, nice.
Sorry, Lings. Not today. All right.
And you know, I think he's just going to kill him.
I don't know. This is so hard to say.
Good force fields, but he can zone out the Hydras and just kill him.
He can. There's only 2 Colossus, which is a lot less than 3, believe it or not. That's some good force fields right there. The Zealot's going to be taken out very quickly, so he does pull them back. Very good pullback. Pushing forward on these Spines right now. The Spines buying a lot of time right now for Life. Life has to be careful, though. His supply is plummeting. Those Colossi have, like, no damage on him. 10 more Hydras on the way. That +1 attack is done.
Oh, nice again.
He needs to take out these sentries if possible.
Yeah, he needs to micro those sentries back, actually.
Yeah, look at this. Oh, my God. That's a huge swipe on those Hydras. The drone's coming out. It looks like PartinG may have just done it. Oh, my God.
I can't believe this. It's so funny, guys, because it's not... Oh, sick. My micro. This is actually not supposed to work, but because...
This would not have occurred to me in 1,000 years.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, basically, GG. All right, let's talk about that. That was cool.
That was cool.
Okay, so... Look, you don't go for Colossus against Zerg normally like that at least.
No,
because they're going to have Lings and Roach, and they just kill you. But if the guy is going Hydras, then the Colossus blind counters it.
Yeah. He expected Life to go Hydra once again, and now they are both in a circular mind game.
It's a tactical wheel.
Yes. Does PartinG go Immortal push? If so, does Life go Hydra? If so, did PartinG just fool you out and go for Colossus? This is insane. This is, neither of them can even guess. In fact, at this point, I almost feel like PartinG shouldn't touch the Immortal push. Maybe, but maybe he should.
I don't know, man. I mean, he's gonna have to have the next plan. I mean, when you go into a best of 3, guys, you have to plan it out for, okay, if I win the first one, do I do this? If I lose the first one, then do I do this? He's gonna see the strategy on this map, yada, yada, yada. Whirlwind. All right, well, that's not shocking.
That's a good choice. This is a map that you can probably go Roach Ling on and be pretty fine as Life against PartinG. I don't think we're going to see Hydra here.
Yeah, I think Life should win this, then we're going to go to the final map,
well,
which will be PartinG's choose.
Do you think PartinG will go for maybe a much quicker all-in? Or perhaps, because we've seen things like the really quick 4-gate here, if you don't scout really quickly against them, you just die? Who did that? That was Squirtle.
That was Squirtle.
Yeah. He could do something like that.
Good friend of PartinG. I don't know. Frankly, it shouldn't matter because even if he loses, PartinG gets to pick the next map.
Did PartinG and Boom Boom play today? They did. Yeah, you just eliminated him. Damn it.
I hate it when I do that, too.
No, because I just thought of something. PartinG versus PartinG. How clever would that have been? If I said that during that?
It's too late now.
Oh, man.
God damn it.
How long do I have to wait to just do that again, Jesus?
All right, guys.
And then will I remember? That's the real question.
A lot of my best jokes I actually forget later on. I'm like, oh, I'll say that on the golf later on today, and I just forget. In the upper left, we've got our Zerg player. He needs to win the next 2. Can he do it? He is.
Started. Live.
He's going to do it. In the upper right, we've got our Protoss player going off 1 base for now. He is.
SK Telecom T1, PartinG.
Tasteless.
Yeah, I know.
Bad
I know.
News.
Yeah. Pool already going down.
Yeah, but it's a pylon in main.
Oh.
Whether he goes gateway or he goes forge, this is the best scenario. Okay, so he's going for the gateway. This is good news for PartinG.
Yeah.
This is very good news for PartinG because Life is giving up a large chunk of economy
I don't think Life should have cheesed on this map because I think he's getting too deep into like a mind game thing here because PartinG is most likely gonna. He could even do a 1-base cheese here. You know what I mean?
Yeah. This is a tough scenario. So we're actually going to get into yet another somewhat tactical wheel where Life has to decide: do I go for a fast expansion? Do I go for speed and a lot of Lings? Because it's going to be hard for him to tell: is PartinG going to all-in me from here? Is he going to expand from here? Is he going to greedily expand if he expands? Is he going to defensively expand if he expands? And all these different situations require Life to do something different as a follow-up to the Zergling rush.
All right, the Lings are out. They are rallied in the wrong direction, but I can guarantee you the heart palpitation felt around the world from Life when he finds out that, in fact, the guy's not fast expanding.
Yeah. He's going to find out in a moment here.
This basically, Life has done a build that would counter the most typical build PartinG's doing. PartinG is doing the least typical build of all.
Yeah.
This is where Life's like,
Now this can still work out for him. Like, let's say the Zealot walks out and just gets surrounded suddenly. Then suddenly Life is going to be able to really harass the probes, but
he's already parked
defensive. Yep. PartinG Chrono boosts a Cybernex core that has no nothing making.
Yeah, I was wondering about that. No warp gate there.
And he has enough money to do it. He doesn't realize that it wasn't going. This is actually... Oh, there he goes. He found out. If he forgot that for too long, that'd be bad. He's got to be careful not to lose too many probes here. You really don't want to lose more than 1 or 2 probes with this.
All right, with the Stalker out here, the Ling harass has to end.
Yeah, you can't do very much here. Unless he surrounds that Zealot! Oh, that's annoying. Bit of a mistake here. He's going to have to utilize some probes now.
Yep.
Has to be really careful. So he's lost 2 probes. It's not a huge deal, but it's more than he should have, realistically.
Looks like he's going to go for Ling speed, by the way, off the back of this.
It's a safe choice, and it's a choice also that can punish your opponent if he gets a little bit too greedy.
Oh my God!
PartinG.
Oh!
Dude, this is, wow.
This is...
Do you know how good Life feels and how bad PartinG feels right now?
This is so bad, dude.
It's as if PartinG just asked Life to be his Valentine. Life said yes, but then no later on in front of people.
Oh my God!
After PartinG told people that Life was his Valentine. That's what that Stalker dying was. The Zealot was painful, but the Stalker was...
Well, the Stalker actually not allowed to lose. Oh, he's going to try to bait him up the ramp where he can't quite see, and then surround him all of a sudden.
It looks like he wants to go, 3-gate Stalker. Oh, no, he's getting 4th gate. Okay.
All right, let's say it again.
It's a late
4-gate Stalker.
4-gate Stalker.
All right, we were almost synced up.
It's going to have Zealots in it, too, don't worry. Thing is, with all these Lings being made, this is never going to work. This is never going to work.
Yeah, we should end up going on into game number 3 here.
Yeah.
PartinG made too many mistakes early on.
Well, you know, Life also chose correctly. As I was saying before, this is kind of like another small tactical wheel after you do this quick pull. Do you get the speed or don't you? And he did, and this is exactly what he needs, a speed burst. Whereas if he plays against an expand and he has a speed and then he has all these Zerglings, that's a bad situation.
Running and surrounded.
So right now, PartinG is thinking in his head, what possibly in the entire world could I do to win this game? He's like, well, I'll attack the Zealot and the Rock once. No, neither of those work. Now what else can I try? Because this is an impossible situation. Oh my God.
Yeah, this is like 99%.
Watch this, Stasis. Watch these Lings. This is going to be so painful.
Watch this Sentry desperately trying to force field. And
does as good a defense as you could ever do.
Yep.
You'd probably target down the Nexus. Not even joking. This is a little bit rough. A lot more Lings on the way. The unit's trying to come back through the center. There's going to be so many Lings, though, that he's not going to be able to get in. Right now, Life has 45 Lings. 45 Lings. There's no +1 for PartinG, no tech. All he has is 4 warp gates.
Remember when warp gate was actually like the best thing?
I mean, it took 1 chrono boost to research.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. And this is what it looks like when this strat fails. GG. All right, guys, we're going to go to the final game. Life, definitely happy about that.
These two are on such a level and in such a rivalry with so many games played between them that at this point, it's almost as if they just guessed each other. They're just like flipping coins at each other like madmen.
Well, both these guys getting a little bit stressed out here. Looks like Life is going to run to the restroom. So, looks like we got more time to kill.
Well, he needs to go out back, get his big bag of Dungeons & Dragons dice, and roll them all to try to figure out what strategy is going to be PartinG. Because PartinG is going to just figure something out with his Magic 8 Ball and it is going to be really tough to guess what that is and defeat it.
I mean, think about this. Party gets to choose the map. Now,
Akalon Waste.
Is it Akalon Waste? Okay.
Or, Akalon Flats.
Flats, whatever.
You know, to Wings of Liberty. It's called Waste and Hots, which is like breaking my brain.
Yeah. Could he do an Immortal Sentry push?
He could. It's a good map for it, but because he did so well with Sky Toss, maybe he goes into Sky Toss again.
I don't think it's going to work this time against Life. I don't either. I think that there is an element of surprise with the Sky Toss where, I mean, you know, with Boong Boong, he's like, what?
Yeah, what?
And then, like, there's just too many carriers.
What if he had, like, pure Corruptor refills and stuff instead of...
Yeah.
Maybe that does it. No, I think you're right. I don't think it'll necessarily be Sky Toss. Maybe if he gets in a bad position.
Some kind of crazy cheese?
No.
I mean, he tried to do a crazy cheese in that last game, but
I think a Mortal Sentry or Macro game. Mortal Sentry or Macro. From Life, there could be a cheese. It's a kind of wide ramp overall when you think about it.
I mean, Life seems to be playing pretty standard against his other opponents with PartinG. These guys are like trying to hard counter each other, like.
Well, they're both so good.
Never seen before.
Yeah, it's
neither wants to play a standard game. Yeah.
It's kind of crazy, Tasteless.
Kind of cray-cray, girl.
This is a good match. Even though these games are weird and one-sided, this is a fantastic match.
It is.
It's so different from Gumiho Lucira, where it's like those two fought tooth and nail the entire time. These two are fighting with brains only.
Yeah. This is a big poker game right now.
Yeah.
All right, Life against PartinG. The final match. Remember, the loser's out is gone forever from Wings of Liberty. The winner is that much closer to becoming a champion of a GSL Code S. We're going to find out who that is as the game is now loaded. So get ready. Spread the word online on your social networking services. Tune in for this sick match. In the bottom right, we've got our Zerg player, a champion of a GSL Code S. Can he do it again? He is.
Started. Live.
All right, in the upper left, we've got our Protoss player, the world champion, eager to become a Code S champion, the final Wings of Liberty champion. He is.
SK Telecom. PartinG.
All right, man, talk to me, Artosis.
Well, I'm like really excited here. Life is going early pool, but once again, the pylon in the main base for PartinG. God, these two Tasteless.
These guys. Well, you know, PartinG may in fact just go for the same build as the last game and say, well, it will work if you just do the normal opening.
You think he might go for 4-gate possibly?
I think so.
This is a later, more economical pool from Life, just to throw that out there.
And, you know, or he can go to a 3-gate Stalker.
Yeah, if he doesn't go speed, that is such a powerful
well, that's just
counter.
Like he wins.
Yeah.
That's like T-Pain win, where it's like, win, win, like that.
Win.
Win, win, win. I don't know, man. Now,
well, PartinG sees no expansion. He's down there.
Okay. He's going to get in here. Now, 8-lings are going to hatch. He needs to keep this probe alive for as long as humanly possible. Now, of course, the lings need to get up.
As long as protossable, Tasteless.
Oh, as long as protossibly possible.
Yeah.
As long as protossibly possible.
All right.
All right, the cast can continue now. Yes. I got that out.
Thank you. Bazinga.
Well, he's got one ling out now. And only just now does he see it's not a fast expand build.
Yeah. So he's going to go up here. Not likely to do much damage. There's one Zealot out, a second Zealot on the way. But he's gone right into his expansion and then into gas. And I feel like this is the right choice for Life. It's a more economical early pool. He's going to have a better economy even after the more economical pool timing to get the quicker expansion and then get the gas. He's going to have his speed and time to stop any cheeses anyways, so PartinG needs to expand off this.
There's an expiration date here for Protoss if he doesn't expand soon. He has to expand soon.
This build is like milk, Tasteless.
It is. This is not a wine build. It does not age quite fine. This is like milk left out of the refrigerator.
Yeah.
Well, he's heading back now.
And the probe actually great scouting off.
Do you think that he can actually, you think he can safely expand up this? I feel like he's going to be behind no matter what.
That probe got
the
out
probe
of
is
there.
a legend.
Yeah, no, he can expand. You know, you can make a completely fine wall in with a couple gates, with 2 gates, a pylon, and those 2 zealots, because this map does have... Oh my god, how many times am I going to see this today, PartinG?
Unacceptable.
He needs to be grounded. Wow, kills off some Zerglings, though. And he's forcing quite a few more Zerglings, and in fact, he's faking a Warp Gate rush.
That's smart.
Yeah, he's trying to force a lot of Lings right now. He's going to have to wall in immediately. In fact, he wants to cancel this pylon probably. He might leave it just to scare the Lings completely. Yeah, there you go. The cancel does occur. He didn't put his guys back on gas. His probes on gas. He actually missed clicking them there because you're so busy multitasking elsewhere. So that's a big issue. Okay, he fixed that now.
And he's now going to go back here.
Yeah.
And just try to defend.
And he's actually fine. These Lings won't do anything.
Both these guys
really
tricking each other so much here. It's insane.
No, trick or treat tasteless between these two. Nobody gets candy.
Yeah.
So, PartinG's safe. The Speedlings will do nothing. There's 27 of them, which means 24 probes against 29 SCVs. So, I mean, 27 probes. So this is actually not so terrible. The one thing that Life can do is maybe work on the rocks a bit, try to scare him, but he's not. What?
Oh, the sentry barely survives.
That is so painful. Oh my God, he did not think that was going to occur. Nobody did.
That was a weird situation
he
on both
stuck
sides.
Right through there. Those Lings were covered in butter.
Well, he's got the robotics facility coming up here. He can be aggressive pretty soon here. Zerg does not have a 3rd base just yet.
Well, he's actually going right into lair. He's either going to go Muta or Infestor very, very quickly here. And both of them are great choices because against... I think it's definitely going to be Infestor, though, because the fungal growth is just going to be too powerful.
Just nab the army.
Well, he's forcing a lot of sentries and things like that. And he is getting a Roach Horn as well. So... yeah, it really looks like Infestor to me. I mean, if you can be on 3 base against 2 base Protoss and go Muta, it's fantastic. But 2 base versus 2 base is not quite as good. So,
and this is actually from start to finish with these guys, even from the beginning of today. Oh my God!
PartinG, you better
crazy games from these two.
PartinG needs to have enough units in that choke. He keeps on like
not bad.
Yeah, that was really good force fields actually. That was quick. He's speedy. But he needs to keep things on hold position in the choke. This is actually how he lost last time on this map. So I guess he's just going to take his 3rd base here. But that could make an Infestor timing very powerful.
All right, Zerg's now taking his 3rd.
Whoa.
And they are both interested in expanding. We do have the robotic support bay.
And a Twilight Council. Oh, okay. And it is a Spire. Oh my God. Wow. Well, against a robotic support bay and a slow 3rd, this could be amazing.
Well, here's the other thing you got to keep in mind is that, you know, if you expand off of 1 base, like this game was, they have to make a lot of sentries to hold up the Lings. If they're making a lot of sentries, what does that mean? They're not making a lot of Stalkers, and Stalkers are really the only way you're going to stop Mutalisks coming out of a gateway. So, you know, if Protoss is taking a 3rd and Zerg gets Mutas, one of those bases will die, and a lot of probes on top of that.
Yeah, and don't forget, a 2-base Protoss has a terribly hard time against a good economy of Mutas. It's just, you don't have the resources to get enough to deal with the Mutas and with Lings.
This is why fast expanding... Oh, shit.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome. That's so smart to hide a Spire in a situation like this, because PartinG right now is focusing so many resources on what exactly is Life doing so he can counter it just right. And it's especially more important because his 3rd base is in this kind of weird timing, and his 2nd base, his natural was not taken as quickly, so he doesn't really have the same economy that he would normally to deal with this. So he needs to know what his opponent's doing so he can counter it the first time, counter it right. But he's not countering it right, and this is such bad news.
I think he's going to get blindsided here by Life. And this was something. See how he had to get so many sentries here to defend any ground? That's great, but he skipped the phase of the game where he gets a lot of stalkers. He's already trying. The fact that he's taking to Colossus and getting Blink right now means that there's just not going to be enough. With the how many mutas are out now? Is it like what 10? Okay, 10 with 4 more on the way.
We're going to see crisis management here by PartinG. He has 5 locations he has to defend. I don't know how he's going to defend 5 locations right now. He has 1 stalker and 6 sentries. That's his anti-air. How do you defend all these locations? He sees the mutas, the stalkers are coming in. He's going to have to run the probes. But still, there's so many places these mutas can hit right now.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty insane.
And this Colossus tech is wasteful. It's like not useful at all.
Now hitting more and more and more of these probes. I don't think he's aware he can actually just attack the stalkers. Looks like he just wants to avoid them. Now backing up. Remember, more and more mutas are still on the way now. He wants to make it basically impossible for him to leave his base without these mutas coming in there and punishing him hard. But I got to say, PartinG had better defense than I expected.
Yeah, and those stalkers are laughing. They're like, it's not hard to swarm yet, mutas. We can catch you. And these mutas, I mean, they're killing a decent amount right here. But again, with all these lings being produced and all these mutas being produced, there's so many locations. Oh, he's losing a lot, though.
Well, how many workers were killed, Artosis?
Okay, 17.
That's a good amount.
Brings him down to 54.
What do you lose, like 4 or 5 mutas back there?
Yeah, 4 or 5. Now, we are going to see probably a base trade coming up. Now, there's a possibility that PartinG will make this go really long and not do a base trade, but if it's Mutaling against Colossus tech and you continue to make Colossus, you may as well just bring your probes with you because there will be a counterattack because you can't beat the army straight up right away. The Zerg needs to kill off the Protoss economy immediately and do a base trade.
I actually feel like this is one of these things where you actually really can't beat the Muta player if it's a base trade. All they have to do is try to do as much damage with the spine crawlers to the stalkers, and
we've seen some neat ways that Protosses have tried to win the base trade scenario with a unit composition like this, such as making an additional 10 cannons at one of your bases, and bringing a lot of probes, and making sure that you have a bank so you can rebuild a nexus somewhere.
I can't believe he even just got that Colossus. That's going to make the Lings that much better against the stalkers.
Yeah, leaves him with 2. And he has another one on the way. Okay, he's going Templar Archives. So actually, he doesn't want to do base trade.
Okay.
Like, the Templar Archives is how you destroy a base trade against mutas. Psystorm is absolutely fantastic. And even if you want to do the base trade by having Archons in your army, the Archons will make it so the mutas can never really engage your big stalker.
That's a very good point. That's a very, very good point. Also note, Zerg's 4th base is fully operational.
That cannon's not going to help very much, is it?
Not much of a deterrent there. Now, yeah, I mean, he's going to pick up a few mutas here and there, but, you know, in the end, how many workers are going to die before this guy's able to leave his base? We already have 25 killed off here.
That's quite a few. No, he's having a hard time defending all these locations, but he's doing better than I thought he would. Now, we do have Psystorm on the way. This is the most important thing. He needs to get his Psystorm up, but Life needs to think about maybe taking another base, maybe even going into a hive.
Yeah, just start upgrading like crazy.
Yeah, he's got to do something about the Psystorm because in Wings of Liberty, at least, you know, Psystorm wrecks mutas. It just absolutely wrecks them. And if you have a couple Templars at each base and like 5 cannons, the mutas aren't going to do anything against you. And then you bring them with your army. As long as you babysit your army completely, your Psystorms will destroy everything.
Now, you got to remember, guys, the mutas, even if they're not doing as much damage, they're making sure the Protoss can't actually leave. Oh, wow. See, that's when you get enough mutas that everything just dies that they fire at. Now, oh yeah, see, he's just starting to whittle down that number. By the way, bottom left, this is important. He's expanding again. He's going to take an expansion that ideally PartinG would take in the end game here.
That's a place
try to suck up all the resources there. Hoping that PartinG won't check there.
Yeah, exactly. I don't think that that's somewhere PartinG's likely to check. His mind is completely on other areas of the map. We also have a huge amount of spine crawlers on the way. And that's going to help out a lot. Worst case scenario, Life can suicide mutas and or make corruptors to kill off the Colossi so that the spine crawlers actually have to be engaged. That's not something we're likely to see, but could occur.
And, you know, at this point in time, he's continuing to make mutas. Think about this. Life's economy is not being touched. I mean, he is basically all over PartinG.
It's true, but Psystorm's done. He's going to continue to add High Templars. In fact, he's adding a lot of cannons right now, which tells us he's going to move out, whether it's to do a full-on attack or to take an additional base. He is getting ready for that.
Getting a lot of shots off on those Stalkers. As far as unit count goes, it's going to be 28 Stalkers to 33 Mutas.
Look at this. He's actually killing off Stalker after Stalker here. But we're going to see a Psystorm pretty soon, I think.
And one money Psystorm that kills all these Mutas, and boom, game changer.
I mean, you make those into orange Mutas, man. This is not fall. The Mutas do not want to be wearing fall colors.
No. It's like wearing white after Labor Day.
You just don't
do that. Hello.
Come on, Mutas.
It's like he's going to be pushing out now in a second, I think. They're both almost maxed out. They're not going to make anything else. No depots in this game.
Look at that army. He has how many High Templars? He has 8. He has 1 in his natural.
Now,
none in his main. And none at his... Oh, wait, 1 at his
Here
third.
we go. He's going to move in there.
Here we go indeed. And can he get a good Psystorm? That's a good Psystorm right there. That's a lot of damage. Mutas can definitely still take out this base, though. Normally you want to leave 2 at each base, but he brought a lot with him, so this could turn into some sort of base trade.
We're going to see, there's a lot of spine crawlers he's going to have to carve his way through, like a lot of spine crawlers. Like, whoa.
Yeah, that's like, whoa, indeed. But he is doing that base trade, and we do have infested Terrans. I mean, infestors.
Well, he could take out this Nexus, then go back and try to defend.
Yeah, well, that brings PartinG down to 1 mining base. And this many mining bases, I feel like he can absolutely suicide on some of these units. You know what? I feel like Light may be clinching this now.
I think he's got this. Well, it's all going to come down to this attack up here.
How quickly can he nail these Psystorms on incoming Mutas and incoming Corruptors that want to take out his Colossi? Because the Colossi are what are powering through everything. That's what he needs to stop.
Another fungal. It's going to take a lot of fungals to get rid of Colossi.
Oh yeah, chain fungal and Colossi takes a long time, Tasteless. That's like how you make sand out of rocks. And here we go, a huge incoming attack. Beautiful Psystorms going down.
Oh my God, all the Mutas are going to go down.
Man, beautiful flank, but it doesn't matter because of all of those force fields, and PartinG with godlike control there, hitting absolutely everything, way too cost efficient.
He gets inside, he can get into the main heart of the Zerg's base and reset his tech. That would basically be GG there, blocking off the ramp and now hitting the expansion, storming anything else that remains and blinking away.
Is there any way to win from here? I don't know.
Well, yeah, you know what he can do? He can go into the main, take that out, and then blink behind the into the third base, avoiding the...
No, I mean, is there any way for Life to win?
Oh, no. I was going to say, like, there's lots of ways. Lots of ways that actually he can...
Life looks dead to me. He's got Infestors and Lings.
GG.
That's it, GG.
Whoa. That one attack. Rope toss.
Immortal push what? Nobody better talk about Immortal pushes him anymore because he doesn't do them. He doesn't even remember how.
Wow, Life probably a little bit heartbroken.
Yeah.
Our first Royal Rotor now smashed here by PartinG with very complex play.
Yeah, that was so awesome. What a great match, guys. Tell your friends about that one. So different from other great matches that we have, but in its own way, superb, fantastic.
Yeah.
Amazing.
All right, here are the results for the final group for the round of 16. Life's out. PartinG goes on. Boom, boom, goodbye. Welcome to round of 8, Ro-Ro.
Wow. And that means we have 2 Protoss up there.
That's good.
It's pretty sick. A lot of Zergs up there as well. Looks like 2 Terran, 2 Protoss,
and the rest are Zergs.
So here are our brackets, guys. We're going to be doing round of 8 next week. It is Innovation against Symbol, and then Curious against PartinG, and then on next Friday, 1 week from today, Tasia against Sulky and MC against Ro-Ro. All fantastic matches, not one mirror in that round.
Yeah.
We do have the possibility of an all-Zerg top 4, but I don't think that's going to happen.
No, I don't think it's
I think it's going to be Innovation, PartinG, Sulky, and maybe Ro-Ro over MC.
Tasia could win against Sulky.
He could, yeah, definitely.
But we'll have to see.
I don't know. We'll see, though. Just an amazing day of Code S once again.
Yeah.
This round of 16 has been 4 of my favorite days ever.
Dude, the games have been so good. I mean, these are some of the best Wings of Liberty games we've ever seen.
Fitting that it's at the end.
Yeah. It's amazing. And, you know, I think it's great that we're even seeing some new strategies here in Code S that we've never seen before. Mm-hmm. The Carrier Void Ray stuff. We're going out with a bang here.
That's right. Don't forget GSTL this weekend. Make sure you watch it. It's going to be hot. It's going to be a lot of fun. Some preseason action. Some fun matches in there. So check that out.
Good time to start stealing builds before the game's out.
Did you see that schedule down the bottom? There's like GSL all week. Non-stop.
It's pretty crazy. Be sure to join us next week for the round of 8.